Hello and welcome to the Scott Family Collection online. Today's topic is the daguerreotype. Recently, the collection received a very nice addition in the form of daguerreotype depicting family patriarch Henderson Scott and his wife Margaret Graham Carr Glass Scott. We believe this object dates to 1849, the year Henderson and Margaret got married. The object itself is a black and white image of the newly married couple seated side by side. The image, which can appear like a positive or a negative, according to how it is held, is housed behind a small sheet of glass in a decorative case. Oddly, the newlyweds are not smiling. This is not because they are glum people. It has more to do with the amount of time they were required to sit perfectly still in order to take the picture. There was no negative in this process. If the sitters wanted more than one image, they would have to sit multiple times. We have another daguerreotype in the collection that must have been taken by the same photographer on or near the same day. We don't know for sure who the girls depicted here on the left are, but we are fairly certain that they are relatives from the Scott or Carr families. Daguerreotypes have a ghostly sort of look. Depending on how you tilt them, they can look like negatives or positives. It is possible to study daguerreotypes at your leisure if you scan or rephotograph them, and that is what you see here. On the left, you can make out the pastoral scene in the background behind the two girls. On the right, you can see the same trees and castle right behind Henderson and Margaret. The daguerreotype was developed by Louis Daguerre in 1839. His technique used a silver-plated copper sheet that was treated with fumes to make it light-sensitive. The sheet was placed in a camera and exposed to light. Then the sheet was treated with mercury vapor to make the latent image visible. It was stabilized with chemicals, rinsed, and allowed to dry. The sheet was placed behind glass in a decorative case. The daguerreotype was fairly affordable, quickly produced, and popular all over the United States for several decades. Surprisingly, they did not supplant other forms of portraiture. In fact, they added to the many types already available and were often used as the basis for an oil painting. People who could not sit for a painting could simply provide the painter with a daguerreotype, and the portrait could be prepared from that. Here are two sources you can use to find out more about daguerreotypes. Thank you for watching.